Ilkay, obviously a difficult couple of days after the Paris Saint-Germain defeat. How's the mood moving ahead to Sunday and the Clasico against Real Madrid?
The mood is good. The training session was good that we just finished right now. Obviously, things didn't go the way we expected in the last game after having a great first leg. But defeats are part of the game, and at the end of the day, most important thing is to learn from it, and to use it also as a motivation to do better next time. And the next big challenge and big opportunity also on the other side is just ahead and around the corner, and obviously a great chance for us to do things better.
What's been the analysis of what went wrong, with the perspective, a couple of days later against PSG?
Well, I mean, I think it's quite obvious for everyone, what went wrong. I think we were in a great position, but the slightest of margins, decide these kind of games, and unfortunately things went against us, and we have to accept it. But again, I think we are still in a process of learning, of making the experience. I think a lot of people didn't expect us to go that far also in that competition, and it's a learning step for us, with such a young team, to get these kind of experiences, and to use it for the next challenges ahead. And again, right, I said before, the next challenge is just on Sunday, and it's an opportunity, to make it again better.
After the game, obviously, and I guess we spoke to João Cancelo. Obviously, as a group, you're all united, looking ahead to the Clasico.
Yes, we are looking ahead. I think that's how the most successful teams develop, and improve by communicating, by looking into each other's eyes, and speaking for the benefit, of every single person. But also at the end of the day, the ultimate target is for the benefit of the club, because we are all here to make the club better, to bring the club in the best possible situation, and to be successful. And I think from day one that I'm here, everyone is aligned with that. Of course, there are sometimes situations, where you have to clear things, but the intention from every single person in this club is very genuine towards the success of this amazing club, and that is just to reach our potentials, and to try to win as much as possible.
Is it good to have this opportunity against Real Madrid so soon after that game? Obviously, players want to play again after defeats, but the fact that it's Madrid, the fact it's a Clasico, is that a good thing?
Well, it's what you make out of it at the end of the day. Of course, it can be good if we have a good game, if we win it, which is the target, obviously. But it's never easy. It's never easy to travel away, to travel to their stadium, to play against a team that is, so experienced, and doesn't panic much. So it's very important for us, to be patient, to trust our game, and keep the ball as much as possible, because it feels like that this is also the best possible way for us to defend. Don't lose the balls, because the more we have the ball, the more they have to run behind us, and the more it's going to open up spaces for us, even though we know that they are very patient, and that they are dangerous on the counter-attack. But I think we have proven already this season also, against a variety of teams, that we are able to deal with these kind of qualities, and now it's about proving it again on Sunday.
You scored in the Clasico in October, but obviously you went on to lose the game. Do you feel like the team has evolved and is in a better place now? Obviously until Paris Saint-Germain you were 13 games unbeaten, there has been an improvement.
I think so, yes. I mean, if you look at the last couple of months, the way we have played, the way we got the results, under not always easy circumstances, but the way we overcame also difficulties as a team, I feel like we made maybe not just one step ahead, and further down the line, multiple ones, and there's no reason now, because of one defeat, sometimes maybe because of one defeat you start to overcomplicate things, So it's very important to keep calm, to focus on your abilities, to focus on the strengths of the team, and to trust, to trust each other, and try to go ahead with the same way that we have been dealing with the last few weeks.
And I guess there's still a belief that you can win the league, but do you have to win at the Bernabeu on Sunday to keep those hopes alive?
At this moment of time, also if you look at Madrid's recent form, especially in the league, it feels like that we need to go there to win, to get 3 points and close the gap to 5, to still have a realistic chance, to compete until the end. Yeah.
And on a personal level, it's been, I guess, collectively there's been disappointments. But on a personal level, it's a season high assists for you, 11 already, with obviously games to go. Do you feel good in the team? Do you feel like one of the leaders? Do you feel like you're playing well?
Yes, I feel good. I feel very good. I feel like also I can do even better. We can also do better as a team. But I feel like really that we struggled with a lot of difficulties. Obviously lost a lot of players because of injuries, which changed a lot of times the balance, in the team. But I think everyone did a huge job so far, to keep, as I said before, us also for so long in that difficult Champions League competition, to be second, and still try to compete, until the end. I would not say it's a disappointing season, to be honest with you, because it's always overcoming, difficulties, and that's how you grow. And if you don't make these kind of experiences, if you don't deal with difficulties in your career or throughout the season, then there's not much potential to evolve. So we are on the right way, but obviously we still have the season to play, and to finish. And the target now is to try to get as many points as possible, to see how the season will turn around at the end.
Those are the positives, yeah. And obviously a first quarter-final in the Champions League for Barca since 2020. The result away in Paris and the performance, obviously Tuesday's game conditioned by the red card. Do you feel that Barca are now, this team with the youngsters, are in the position to next season be on that level? With obviously you come from Manchester City, Madrid, Europe's really sort of top teams.
I feel like even though it's very frustrating, to get knocked out in such a style, I still really believe that this can be a big push, especially in the Champions League competition, and a big learning effect for next season. I mean, I played I think more than 10, 11 or 12 Champions League seasons in my career, and I just won it once. And I had so many difficulties throughout the Champions League campaign, so many defeats, so many mistakes I did with my teams. So you learn from every single one, and at one point you get to know also what it takes to get or to have the best possible chances to try to get far. And still some aspects of the games are decided by just little details that can be also luck sometimes, So I think, again, it's something you have to overcome as a team, to get better and to try to do better next season.
And just finally, looking at Madrid, obviously, Vinicius, Bellingham, they've got some great players. There's talk, obviously, that Kylian Mbapp could come. You've just played against him 2 times with France, against Paris Saint-Germain. Sorry, what would his arrival mean, I guess, for the standing of La Liga, but also for the Clasico rivalry?
I mean, Real Madrid is a team that always has good players, always has quality. So do we. So it's always going to be, I think, a duel, whether that's against each other straight away or in the league throughout several months on the highest standard. So whoever might come or might go or might be there, I'm sure we'll have quality also next season. So yeah, I don't expect anything at this point of time. I just take things the way they are, and we are looking forward for a great Classico right now.
There was one thing before they cut me off, just on a personal level, of listening to you talk. You're obviously very sort of technical, analytical. You've played under Klopp, Guardiola, now with Xavi. Would you like to be a coach? Are you doing coaching badges or anything?
I think so, yes. I think I would love to do it, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's put a positive spin on Tuesday, obviously the disappointment of going out, but Barca won La Liga last year. This is the first time in the Champions League quarterfinals since 2020, your first season here. Does it feel like, rather than the end of something this time, this is perhaps the beginning of something, with a young team, with Pau Cubarsí, Lamine Yamal, lots of youngsters, obviously Gavi missing at the moment?
Yeah. No, I think we have a very talented group of players. We have quality in the squad. So of course, if we keep developing, we can try and go again next season, which we will do. But of course, there's still disappointment about the quarterfinals.
In that sense, is it good to have a game against Real Madrid this weekend? Because obviously, the biggest game of the season, the El Clasico, second Clasico of the season. Is that good timing?
I think it's good timing because what you say, you can change the dynamic directly, because if you win, you will enter a different dynamic. The good feelings will come back. So hopefully we can win there.
Personally, how are you feeling before that game? I guess it's been a frustrating season with the 2 ankle injuries. You just came back for the first against PSG. You're 100% fit, and how do you assess the season you've had?
The injuries have been a bit unlucky, I think, because the first one, someone fell on my ankle, which left me with the syndesmosis thing, which is a tough injury, and now I had an injury on the same ankle again, which was a tough blow. But no, I'm okay.
And going to Madrid, obviously we saw them against Manchester City on Wednesday night. I don't know if you saw that game.
No.
But if you wanted to just switch off after the...
I didn't see the game actually, but they are true on penalties. I think you have to acknowledge that Madrid is a top team. They've been in semi-finals. I think I saw a statistic, maybe 12 times in the last 14 years. So it's not a coincidence, and they have a lot of quality, but we also have a lot of quality. So let's see how it turns out. Do
you feel like it's an even game, the Clasico at the moment? Or?
Yeah, I always feel like it's an even game. It's a game where everything can happen. They have good players, we have good players, and the game is always special, so you never know, I think, how it's going to turn out.
And just the last one, obviously, in terms of the title race, they're 8 points clear. Do you have to win this weekend to keep your hopes of winning La Liga alive?
Yeah, I think we have to win. We have to get the win, otherwise it will be very difficult.